Imagine a man richer than the kings he served. So powerful, he chose who would rule Europe with a loan. He bankrolled emperors, bought the Pope's loyalty, and once rewrote church law just so he could charge interest. His name? Almost no one remembers. But in the 1500s, he quietly ran the world. This isn't fiction. This is the true story of Jakob Fugger, the banker who became more powerful than kings and then disappeared from your textbooks. And if stories like this, of power lost to time, fascinate you, hit subscribe, because what you're about to hear was almost erased from history. The year is 1459. The place? Augsburg, Germany, a bustling city in the heart of the Holy Roman Empire. Jakob Fugger was born into a modest merchant family, but while most merchants trade goods, Jakob trades ambition. At just 14, he's sent to Venice, the financial capital of Europe, to learn the art of banking. There, he doesn't just learn numbers, he learns power. By his 30s, Fugger returns home, but he's no ordinary banker. He sees opportunity where others see chaos. As Europe fractures into wars and rival dynasties, Jakob sees leverage. He starts lending money to nobles, then to emperors. Soon, the crowns of Europe depend on Jakob Fugger's credit. And Fugger? He never forgets to collect. In 1519, a political crisis erupts. The title of Holy Roman Emperor is up for grabs. Two men want it: King Francis I of France, Archduke Charles of Austria, future Charles V. It's not just about prestige. It's about controlling half the known world. But Charles doesn't have enough money to sway the electors. So what does he do? He turns to Jakob Fugger. Fugger loans Charles the equivalent of millions. Charles wins, becomes emperor. And Jakob Fugger? He just installed a ruler like a man appointing a CEO. Let that sink in. A banker chose the most powerful man in Europe, and everyone let him. At the height of his influence, Fugger controlled the silver mines of Tyrol, the copper mines of Hungary, the major European spice routes, and most of the Vatican's finances. Even the Pope owed him money. He wasn't just rich, he was essential. But Fugger didn't just lend money. He rewrote the rules of finance. Before him, lending at interest was seen as sinful, usury, forbidden by the church. But Jakob Fugger, he convinced the Pope to revise doctrine so that bankers like him could lend legally. That's right, he changed Catholic law to legitimize banking. But power has a cost. After decades of controlling empires, Fugger's empire begins to overextend. Rebellions erupt, loans sour, the mines become harder to work, and when he dies in 1525, the cracks have already begun to show. His successors try to keep the empire afloat, but none had Jakob's vision or ruthlessness. And slowly, history forgets him. Not because he didn't matter, but because he mattered too much. Today, we talk about shadow banking, political donors, Wall Street influence. But Jakob Fugger, he wrote the original playbook. He proved that money isn't just power, it's permission to rule, to change laws, to write history. And when that power is invisible, it becomes unstoppable. The next time you hear about inflation, interest rates, or global elites, remember someone like Jakob Fugger already did it first. If this story surprised you, hit that like button. We tell the forgotten tales that shaped your world. Subscribe, because when we forget history, it finds new ways to be remembered.